How are you all tonight? We planned Duto, Insane Dragon, Sir Auron, Killer Lemon, oh dear, Cadmium, Griffin, Varigan, Night Dancer, Mystery Grill, Styx, Annika, Toxic Rose, Minnie, Gadmew, Blue Blaze, Indigo, Karma, Kiara, indeed, Firewatch, Bridge, I hope I don't disappoint, Emotional Narwhal, Karma, I said hi to Karma, Spectre, D. Scott Banta, Steel Beowulf, oh, it's Lee's, Complete Rebel, Wes, Shadow Banshee, White Viper, Kayla, Wayward, and all of you. I'm well enough planned. Are all of you who just arrived? Fair enough just to go. Evening River. Good luck, my cat rules. How do you read Destroyer? And Nova. Curse at Exile. I try to do it at the beginning of the stream, Lise. Up to a point. Just to stall while people file in. Secrets revealed. Ward 11. I will be checking out Unravel. I plan on doing that next week. Howdy, Naked Ocelot. I'm not entirely sure, Wes. But we'll find out. Gonna give it maybe 30 more seconds and get started. Fair enough, Annika. Howdy, Raven. Runa, good to see you. Also, let's mosey. I apparently see Julia, alright. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals. You approach her. You were drunk. So, what's your, major? Or, you're pretty. That was my drunk voice, I guess. You slur the word major and it smells like cores. You give an awkward smile. Evolutionary biology, she says, and I'm a professor. Cool, you reply. What's yours? She asks. She sniffs the air. Toxicology. Was that a burn? You ask. She says definitely. Worried she hurt your feelings, she asks if you want to split a cheeseburger. 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. That is not how I sound when drunk. As far as I'm aware, there is no change. Required backpack. Sensitivity is a bit intense. I'm approaching this like an FPS. Sticking to cover. Should I be drunk driving? Am I drunk right now? I don't need a car to know how to rock. I'm gonna get in the car in a second. First, I explore. Alright. Load. Evening Otaru. You date for over a year. She drives you absolutely nuts. It's great. You move in, you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You two drink beers out on the deck. You drink beers just about anywhere. Life is good. Julia wants to get a dog. Classic Julia. How'd he never Chad Nezzer? There's a scruffy, undersized beagle. Julia is in love. She wants to bring it with her to class. There's also an intimidating but gentle-eyed German shepherd. Nothing bad could happen to Julia while walking this dog. It's badass. You pick up the beagle and she names him Bucket. You adopt the shepherd and name him Mayhem. She gets the beagle. Howdy, TX. And BBF. All enough, Crozy. How are you? Bucket's a good dog, and a week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. 1979. You talk out on the deck. It's summer, 9:30 p.m., and the heat still radiates off the high desert. What do you think about kids? She asks. This game is not all text-based, no. This is just the intro. I'm liking it so far. Video games live, the music, yes I have. If that's what you're referring to. Kids, they're not very smart or good at much. Henry's on point. I'm saying if you and I have some, a couple of little idiots. That would be pretty good. In that case, we should probably get married. Yeah, I would like that, you see. These kids are going to be screwed up enough. It's probably for the best that their parents are hitched. You say she's absolutely right. Oh, wow. I have to fix the sensitivity. It's very intense. Controls. There we go. That's much better. Thoroughfare trail ahead. Thoroughfare trailhead. Do not forget to check in, no fireworks. Not recommended for inexperienced hikers. You're in their country. Learn to live with bears. So where the hell? Okay. Well, enough holy mackerel. How are you? Indeed, gamepad. $1980. It's a Thursday night and Julia is 4 hours late. She doesn't call. You're worried and getting angrier by the minute. She walks in after you've gone to bed. She's not quite drunk, but she's clearly been having a fun time. You fight when she gets between the sheets. I feel like Henry would be the kind of guy to get mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and not be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows you mean it and it hurts her feelings. In 1981, Julia likes to draw. She draws plants from her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. You frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. Very nice. Two Forks Lookout Tower, 8 more miles still. There's nudity in this game. As far as I know, this game is Twitch appropriate. I mean, it's not like I can prepare for that, not having played it before. 1982. During the summers, you and Julia enjoy walking bucket at night. I'm very sorry, Lise. There's a festival in town. It brings in folks from faraway places. One of them tries to mug you with a knife. Bucket gets kicked. The fuck, dog, Julia yells. She gets flustered and has trouble speaking when she's stressed. You confront the attacker. No one hurts Julia and no one kicks my bucket. Your arm gets cut up, but you beat the guy to a pulp. You don't feel very tough. Cry your eyes out before the cops show up. Julia asked to take a different path from that day forward. You see, okay, you don't want to go that way either. From then on, you walk by the river. (1984). Kyle Reese shows up in Los Angeles. Plans to have kids get waylaid by work. I would not like to know anything else I would not like to know the alternate stuff. Julia gets offered a job at Yale. Yale is in Connecticut, 2,000 miles away. It's a great job, associate department chair. She wants to move. You absolutely do not. Agree if she commutes back and forth. You ask her if she'll commute back and forth. You don't want to move to Connecticut. She says that'll be hard, but she'll do it if you won't move. Tell her not to pass it up if it's what she wants. She agrees. She flies back to Boulder 3 times each semester. In 1985, Julia is sent home from Yale on paid leave after having an episode. She lost it on a colleague for borrowing books that were important to her research. She didn't remember she had happily loaned them to him just 2 days prior. She was found crying in the stairwell. You say that maybe you guys should talk to someone about it. After seeing multiple doctors and having many tests, they are worried that Julia might be suffering from early onset dementia. She is 41. You both decide to keep it a secret for now. Okay. Evening, Sir Captain Moby. Bucket is getting older. Julia comments that it's kind of nice because he gets in less trouble around the house. A week later, she goes back to the university. (1987). Julia's affliction gets worse. She can't remember things in class. Her research is in shambles. She drives her car to the next town over for no particular reason and has to be brought home by the police. She's devastated. She is sent home on permanent medical leave. Some days you get the Julia who calls you a dope and your unborn children little idiots. Other days you get a stranger. She pulls you into bed to make love. After 5 minutes, she goes into a panic, believing her dad is at the door. You tell her family. They're crushed and begin to make trips to and from their home to Australia to visit her. Or in Australia to visit her. For a while, your friends come by with little things to brighten the day. She gets worse. 1988. You spend your days following Julia around the house. You count the seconds between the 2 weekly visits from Daniel, the nurse. He suggests that Julia could live somewhere else, somewhere with 24-hour care, a home. It sits with you for a couple months. You're determined to take care of her by yourself. Howdy, left-hand window. The music is fantastic. They had the option to bundle this game with the soundtrack, and dear. And now I see why. Evening Caged. It is impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. When she goes to sleep, you stay up for a few hours, drinking on the deck, watching baseball in the summer, college basketball in the winter, drinking then, too. You start going out after you put her to bed. The first time you do it, you worry about her getting up and walking around while you're gone. This is kind of cruel. God, this is tough because she could seriously get hurt if she gets up, but this could scar her, and she could hurt herself trying to get out of a room. You trust that she sleeps like a rock. You go to the same bar at the boring end of Pearl Street. It's nice there. Over time, you tell Sheila, the bartender, everything. It's a huge weight off. You're home and in bed by 1 a.m. a couple nights a week. You look forward to those nights. One night you were stopped at a DUI checkpoint. You blow a point, point one, and then they're taken to jail for the night. I don't remember how the terminology for this works for blood alcohol. You consider trying to hide it, but you tell your sister-in-law, Susan. Of course it's Susan. It's always Susan. Julia's parents take the next plane from Australia. They can't believe the state your house is in. They tell you Julia is coming to live with them. You don't argue. You say you'll visit soon. A few weeks go by. Summer is coming and you see an ad in the paper for a job. How do you Servicchio? You take it. This thing has a quick save button. That alarms me, so I'm going to quick save often. God. You know, I've never actually seen a clear night sky. Because I live in a city. Light pollution and smog. Taking the pine cone? You bet your ass I'm taking the pine cone. Yep, that's a pine cone. This game is called Firewatch. Just punch the lamp. Map table. singular mind. Oh, give me that. I wasn't done with that. Don't mind your mind alone. Jonas Hallard. Water jug. Stove. Why is there another pine cone? There are pine cones everywhere. Guess I'll finally hit this generator.
Hello, Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I, sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Jeez. So do I... Oh, there's a timer.
Okay, you've killed 3 husbands. You're a black widow and you're just out here until the heat dies down and then you'll kill again.
Ooh, very good. Bravo, Henry.
Okay, I sleep now?
Not quite. Now you.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you. I say you got fired from your job and have finally decided to write your novel. That's the sort of bullshit reason you'll find a man out in the woods.
Good night.
Welcome to the job.
The start of a beautiful relationship.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
God, I just... Fine, whatever.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Just threw it. Can I place it back tenderly? Okay. Jeez.
It's right in the middle of your room.
No, hang on. I gotta do this. See if I can land it. Damn.
You can't miss it.
Hang on. There. All right. It worked.
I'll wait.
Yeah, I realized, Super Mario Bro. I said that there is a timer.
But I won't wait all day. Just radio me